WA6 Mike Italy, 711.
Good evening, John. K6MI, KM6SR.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I'm beaming south at the moment. Dinner's on the table, so I'll be in and out.
Okay, roger on that. I got you checked in.
Thank you.
WA6AJ 727.
Good evening, Mike. How you doing tonight?
Hello, Rob. Doing okay. You getting rain up there?
Oh, yeah. I probably should run up there and check the grain gauge. Yeah, a fair amount. Probably not a lot, but enough to keep things kind of wet.
Yeah, it kind of was oversold and under-delivered, over.
Yeah, that's normal, huh?
Well, it is where I'm at, that's for sure. It rained. I mean, there was a light rain, steady for a couple hours off and on, but that's about it.
Yep, we had about the same thing up here, too. So it was maybe a little longer than a couple hours, but I'll go check the rain gauge.
Okay, I'll stand by. WA6AJ.
WA6AJ, KM6SR.
KM6SR, WA6AJ.
Yeah, we got about just about a half inch.
Okay, well, that's better than nothing.
Yep, that's probably one of the better times we've had so far this season. I think our total is about 4.5 inches now. That's not very much. Anyway, I think I hear our fearless leader in there, KM6SR, number 432.
Yeah, good evening, guys. WA6AAJ, KM6SRR, K6MYC. How are you doing?
K6MYC, WA6AJ, doing well, Mikey.
Doing fine, Mike.
Good. Getting some rain over there finally, huh?
Yep, finally. Of course, it always happens when you got to do something out there.
You get a half an inch too, Mike?
I missed the question, Mike. I was just turning on my Bluetooth here. Go ahead.
Did you get half an inch as well?
Well, I did the first time. I finally came up to the total before this rain started today. I was at just 5 inches, so I went out early this morning and I turned the gauge upside down, or emptied it, if you will. And so I haven't looked at it yet today, but we started raining about 10 o'clock today. It's been drizzling. No heavy rain, with a few spots where it stopped. And then it seemed to stop about 4 o'clock. So I don't know how much I've got yet this day.
The last one, it got things a little more wet and soaked in, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, it hasn't rained much here for the last couple of hours at least. It was supposed to rain between 10 a.m. and 10 p.m., and the potential's there, but nothing's coming out of the sky.
Yeah, they say down here, at least in Clovis area anyway, around 9:30, it's possible, it says, less than a quarter inch.
Yeah. Who's the break?
Charlie Echo Fox, 982.
Good evening, Daryl. And I imagine it's rained a bit more up there where you are.
Well, you know, it hasn't been raining very long. About a half hour. It stayed dry. I mean, it rained earlier today, but it quit.
Yeah, it quit here, too.
KJ6TYO 1009.
1009. Good evening, Ron.
Good evening. Well, I got to drive in the rain a little bit today. Never got any really heavy rain, but I don't know. Not too bad.
Well, as long as your chicken wings didn't get wet, you're fine.
Oh, yeah, we had them washed off real good there. All right. Well, good evening.
Good evening, Ron and Daryl, KM6SR.
Hi, Rob.
Hello, Rob. Good to hear you guys on there. Thanks for being there.
JC5, DTU 712. Good evening, Rob. Good evening, Mike and Mike.
And all, okay. Hi, Kerry. Good to hear you. Oh, boy, it's happening.
Good evening, Kerry.
Good evening, Rob. How's your lady doing? Is she doing okay?
Yeah, okay, I guess. It's, you know, a little pain and stuff, but she's hanging in there, and we're changing all a bunch how we do things around here for a little while.
Roger, Roger. Just don't burn the house down with your cookie in there.
Yeah, I already had one mishap tonight.
Yeah, you can't let him get anywhere near that stove, can you?
Roger that. Well, we've been waiting, Michael, and I'm glad to see it's happening.
Yeah, boy, this USAID thing is just a stunner, isn't it? And then, of course, another even more amount that just was given away to God knows what causes. 260 billion that Biden just kind of gave off to other people. That was nice of him.
Yeah, Roger. I was just reading some info. 84 million to 84 billion, I should say, to Chelsea Clinton.
Really? To Chelsea Clinton? What the hell is she going to do with? What did you say? 84 billion?
That's a Roger.
What's she doing? She's starting a little company making thimbles or something where she needs all that heavy capital?
Well, I'm not going to spoil it. Wait till you see what they were using the money for.
Oh, my God. Said nobody else has heard yet. Where was this publicized? I've been watching the news most of the day, off and on, and I didn't hear anything about that one.
That came from another one of my sources. Boy, I tell you, these people had the perfect machine set up to destroy us with our own money.
Yes, they are. Hillary Clinton was on today complaining about Elon Musk and his abilities. I got a kick out of it. Was it AOC or somebody was saying that Elon Musk was inept? Yeah, right, lady. Try doing what he's done with 4 companies, Tesla and SpaceX and what's the internet one?
She called him dumb.
Yeah, I know. Unbelievable.
Starship is his space one, and he must be looking in the right places to get all that disgruntledness.
I got a correction. It was 84 million, Mike. But still, it's crazy. And she's not too happy with Cash Patel going to the FBI either.
Well, I wouldn't doubt that. Somebody said there was some blockage there. I guess he didn't make it out of committee or something, but they're going to get him anyway. But what happened there, I didn't hear that.
They postponed the vote to get it out of committee until next week.
Oh, okay. The Treasury Department guy went right through. I've forgotten his name now.
Yeah, that's affirmative. He's a pretty sharp guy, and he has an alternative lifestyle, and they were kind of mentioning that it shows that Trump he's a fair, equal employer, so he's pretty sharp, though.
Well, as long as he can do the job, I don't care.
That's affirmative. That's the way I see it, and he's pretty sharp. He just stand by to stand by.
Yeah. Okay, who else do we have in here? We got 4 or 5 so far. K6 MYC, and I'm also, let me see where I'm pointed here. I should be looking down. No, I'm not. Let me go down this way. Let me go down and see if I can hear KB6RQU here. If you're turned that way, Rob, maybe you could give him a call while I'm rotating. Go ahead.
Roger. Yeah, I am. KB6RQU. Rick, how you doing tonight? You on KB6RQU, old Bozo 61? Go ahead.
KB6RQU, K6MYC, Bozo Net.
KB6RQU, Bozo 61.
There he is. By golly, thanks very much. You lived up to your promise of coming in here tonight. You're stronger tonight on 432 than you were on 2 meters last night. Go figure.
I don't think I was on the amp last night.
Yeah, booming signal up here. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, sorry about that, Rick. I had the wrong antenna rotor, and I was off you a little bit with the right one. So you should be hearing me now. KB6RQU, KM6SRR.
KM6SRR. Yeah, pretty weak, but I can hear you. No signal straight on you.
All right, good to have you in there. Thanks. Okay, Mike.
Yeah, well, he doesn't run the power I've got. I'm running about 800 watts towards you, Rick, so big difference there. I think Rob's only got about 70. Anyway, anybody else want to say hello to Rick down there? Anybody copying Rick down there in Lake Isabella? Go ahead.
WA60IB 226. Hello, Rick.
W60IB, KB6RQU. Good to hear you.
Yeah, good to hear you too. Nice signal tonight. Very, very good. And hi to Mike and everyone else here. We're just getting on here. Things are warming up. So if I'm a little off frequency, it hasn't quite locked yet. So anyway, nice to hear you, Rick. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, good to have you in here. We've been missing you all week there. I guess you've been busy.
Yep. A bunch of stuff going on. So we're here now. So there'll be 3 of us checking in here. So stand by.
Okay.
K60 with flight 1079.
There he is. Hi, Aaron. And I assume you have your companion co-pilot?
Nope, I'm at my kid's house right now, so she's still home with the kids.
Do you want me to check her in?
That is entirely up to you, Mike.
Well, where is she? Oh, are you on the road?
I'm at Ken's house.
Oh, you're at Ken's house. Okay, I got you. I didn't realize that's right. You must have a meeting tonight. We'll probably,
Board meeting at Ken's house.
we'll probably hear Marcus in here in just a minute, won't we?
Yep, stand by for Marcus.
Hello, Mike. This is KG6QNY 1091.
Yeah, I got you, Marcus. Good evening. Got the whole gang there. Very good. KG6QNY, K6USY, and WA60AB, all from a place over there in Copper Avenue.
That's right. You got it. So good evening to everybody, and hope everybody's having a great week. WA60IB.
Yeah, Carrie's in here. And we are having a great week. We can't hardly get the smiles off her face.
Good evening, guys, fellow board members, KM6SR.
How come you weren't over there?
Very good, Rob. Nice to hear you. We didn't call you because everything went so quickly and so smoothly, and everybody knew what your wishes were. So we figured we wouldn't bother you because I know she had her operation today, right?
I'm sorry. That's a stupid question, didn't I, Rob?
Yeah, that's okay. Yes, Ken, she did, and she seems to be doing okay. Just a little bit of pain and just kind of hanging in there. So, yeah, so what are all the things that I am responsible for now that you guys decide? Over?
Oh, we've got a list. It's too lengthy to go into over the air, so we'll have to give it to you in writing.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, it's still good to hear you guys.
Yeah, no, everything that you and I talked to, and then you and Aaron talked to about whatnot, we got that all discussed, and everything's doing fine. And everybody's aware that we're approved up there and all that stuff. So, and I've got a big box of paperwork here for you, so you and I get together and we'll go through it.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. WA60IB, KM6SR.
Very good, Rob. Thank you, Mike.
You betcha. We got Carrie in here. And we've got Mike in here, AAJ. We got big Rick down there in Lake Isabella. We got Ron in here, KJ6TYO. I'm forgetting somebody. I can't remember who it was. That's stupid. I know I shouldn't miss it.
That was Darryl, KG6CEF.
Yeah, Darryl. Good evening. Darryl's in here as well. So that's the list so far as I remember it.
Let me add one more to it, Mike. I had John, K6MI 711, check in earlier.
Okay, I give that to Judy, 711 Judy. She's got it. And I guess that's all we got here. We should probably take one more standby. I don't think we're going to get anything out of Atascadero, so we can spin right around and look at Santa Cruz and Watsonville.
56 Zulu Bravo Lima.
Yeah, W6ZBL. And you've got a brand new number, as I recall. What is it?
Well, the call sign is Whiskey 6 Zulu Bravo Lima. It's Bozo 695.
695, right. Good. Very good. It's Larry?
That's correct.
Okay. Good evening, Larry. Not real strong here, but still Q5, so good to have you in here in the group. I'm not sure who all you're hearing. The furthest one away in the group here right now is KB6RQU down near Bakersfield, up there in the hills in Lake Isabella. Over.
Yeah, I'm not hearing him, but that'd be off the backside of my beam.
Okay. No worries.
Good evening, Larry. W6ZBL, KM6SR.
Yeah, good evening. You're in here loud and strong as usual.
right, thank you. Yeah, Mike might have a little hill in the way there. I don't think I do there. Anyway, the name's Rob. Good evening.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You've got a pretty straight shot, and Mike's got a little bit of a hill, I think, between us, so makes a difference.
There, I'm knife edging around the hill. That should be better.
Whiskey 6 Zulu Bravo Lima.
Yeah, this should be better. I'm knife edging around the hill now.
Yeah, you're aiming just about straight south. We're showing about an S9 here.
And when I'm almost south, I've got a hill in the way due south, so I kind of skirt the hill on the east side, but it still sort of bends the signal or refracts it. It actually refracts on the hill, and I squeak around it there. Anyway, good to hear you, and good signal when I'm pointed at you. And you've got can you rotate your beam?
I do not have a rotator on this antenna.
Oh, okay, that's too bad because you're missing a lot of other people that are in here.
Well, I've got plans here to put up some antennas on a tower. The tower's up, but we need to get the antennas up there, and that will include a rotator, and I'll be able to hear the guys from further out.
Yeah, there you go. Good deal. I'm glad you've got plans to do that. That'll make the net so hopefully more enjoyable for you. Not that you can't listen to everybody through the stream, but it's also nice to see how far you can reach out with your own system. Anyway, is there anybody else in the San Joaquin Valley or within the sound of my voice that wants to check in here before we rotate towards Santa Cruz? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie 432 Bozo Net. Boy, the band is quiet tonight. Sure is nice when it rains. It quiets everything down. That's usually the case. Sometimes you end up with a condition that's not that way, but boy, it's quiet here. Everybody was reporting how quiet it was last night on 2 meters too, all over the place. I was amazed when I talked to Richard up in Wassaw Valley, Nevada. Apparently he's in a little null there on the east side of the hills and on the mountains, and he only gets an average of 6 inches of rain a year. That's amazing. They do have a lake in that area, so at least it seems like there's water there, but nothing much comes out of the sky and hits him. It must hit in the hills all around him and then fill the lake. Anyway, I was stunned when he said that. I thought we had about the lowest rainfall of anywhere in California except out in the desert. We get 11 inches, which is almost twice what he gets. So I was stunned when he said 6 inches. Anyway, they got a little rain up there. He got a half inch of rain yesterday in this storm, so a half inch or 1 inch I think was quite a bit for him. All right, QRZ again. Last call before we go to Santa Cruz, K6MYC Bozo Net. Nothing heard. Going rotate. Here we are, just about towards Santa Cruz and Watsonville area. KW6S, KW6 Sugar, are you there tonight, Tom? I'm sure you're somewhere, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KW6S, yeah, I'm here, and we're getting intermittent rains here, sometimes pretty hard, and other times it just stops. So it's been kind of erratic. I have no idea how much rain we've gotten here so far. KW6S, 610.
Yeah, ours was sort of the same way, on and off through the day. It was fairly steady through the day, but not very much, never very heavy. I listened to the water coming off the roof. You can't hear the rain itself, but I could hear the water coming off of a couple of places on my roof where it comes off of a groove and lands on the cement on the back patio, and it's could get really noisy if we have a downpour. But it never did. It was there and we could hear it, but it wasn't making any big splash there. Anyway, good to hear you. Let's see if Lee might be in here tonight. Lee, I wonder if we're far enough in the right direction for you there. AF6 United, AF6U, K6MYC. No, I don't hear Lee. Do you?
No, I didn't hear anything there. AF6 United, KW6S. Still nothing.
Yeah, no matter what we do, it's nothing. Okay, chirping birds and croaking frogs and crickets. Okay, very good. Well, you're sounding good. Let's see, anybody else want? I think Ken's here, and he's got a group of people at his house. They had a club meeting earlier, so they may want to say hello to you there. WA60IB in the group, K6MYC.
Yeah, WA60IB. Hello over there, Mr. Tom.
WA60IB, KW6S. Good evening there, Ken. How are things going there for you? You're down the hill from Mike, and they say it flows downhill.
Yeah, I'm getting it all. It's flowing downhill. Yeah, you're 10 over 9, no problem at all. You're a little bit of flutter, real fast flutter, but that's typical for this path from time to time on 432. But I'm gathering up the stuff, and I'll be sending you some pictures soon on the Step IR.
Oh, very good. Yeah, we'll wait and see what comes of that.
Yeah, I hope your friend can use it, because it's just sitting here and I need to find a home for it. It's one of the ones that they never really had any problems with. It's a simple one, but it really works well.
Yeah, very good. I'll wait and see when you come up with something there for me. Let's see, we've got another couple that sometimes check in. I don't know if on this band, though. W60IB, KW6S.
Okay, very good. Well, you have a good week over there, and we'll catch you again. KW6S, WA60IB. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, and over to you, Mike. Mike, are you pointed south for Ralph? Maybe you're not even on frequency now. WA6AAJ, go ahead.
Well, Ralph is stuck in a different position. His rotator doesn't rotate. So I can hear Tom, though. KW6S, WA6AAJ, over.
WA6AAJ, KW6S. Yeah, you're doing pretty respectable here tonight. But we've made it okay on this band before, so I would expect that.
Very good. Yeah, you got a good S7 signal here. Good S7 signal. All right. Thanks for talking to you again there. And again, Mike, Ralph cannot rotate. Over.
Yeah, got it. I remember that now. So that's why you guys don't work him on 432 there. Just 222 and 1296. All right. Very good. And I guess Bill will be back with us next week. He's still over on the coast, is he?
Yeah, he's supposed to be back tomorrow, I think.
Oh, very good. Well, we were on the 40-meter band today with two of the Bozo members, 884 Phil, up in Twainhart, and also KO6KD. Not KO6KD. Yeah, KO6KD, right. Up in Roseville. And we usually chat also with K7, Victor Ocean, up in Olympia, who's a psychiatrist, doctor, and but he went on a little vacation. He's retired, but he's just on the edge of getting out of all of his psychiatry stuff. Anyway, he went to Puerto Vallarta And they were down there for a week, and then at the end of the first week, his grandkids joined him down there, and apparently they brought down one of these horrible viruses that some of the guys are suffering from up here. One of the guys locally got it, KM6HK got it, I think. I've heard about it. It stays with you about 3 weeks. It's pretty horrible. Very, very sick. And he was very sick. He came home, and I thought he was coming home around February 2, February 3, and we kept calling for him on the band in the morning. He was home on January 31st, on Friday, but he was so sick he couldn't even muster energy to get on the air. He was really sick, and he didn't even sound great today. Quite nasal. So it's a virus, cold and flu, and just it makes your whole body hurt. Everything hurts, he said. I said, it wasn't Montezuma's revenge. He said, oh, no, this was something the kids brought down, over.
Did they give him anything for it?
Well, yeah, they did. I guess they gave him something once he got back up here. He went to the clinic, and they prescribed something. I don't know exactly what they gave him, but they confirmed that he had a bad virus. And that he was on the mend, though everything was starting to come back to normal. And he's expecting to feel a lot better tomorrow. But he said he was so weak he could hardly get out of the car. He couldn't even drive. He was so weak, over.
Wow, that's not good. That's all we need.
Yeah, didn't you have something like that for a week or so?
No, I had COVID last summer, but that was it.
Oh, you had the COVID. Okay, no, this wasn't COVID. This was just another virus. That was a nasty one. And when the kids all got there, apparently one of the school kids came down with it, one of his granddaughters or grandsons. They got it, and then the mother got it, and then the father got it, and then Bob got it almost simultaneously. So it didn't come from Mexico. It was dragged in there by mistake. So it kind of ruined the second half of their vacation, unfortunately. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention it because so many people have had the same thing where it just drags on for a week or two. It's really annoying and really bad. I'm lucky I haven't had it, nor has Judy here, and hopefully nobody else gets it here. Maybe it's on the way out now. Anyway, Tom, back over to you for a final, and then we'll go up into the Bay Area and see if anybody has the flu. No, we'll see if anybody wants to check in from the Bay Area. KW6S, K6MYC.
Very good, Mike. Yeah, I noted in my log that WA6JKN has been active on this band as well.
Kilo 6,
and
Victor
so,
Bravo, 971.
Might listen for him. And let's see, I think that's about all of our locals over here that have been on this band with you.
Hello, Dave.
KW6S.
KC5DTU. Long time no hear.
Yeah, hang on, guys. Okay, very good. Well, look, and let me just take one quick standby, guys. Standby. WA6JKN and Gilroy. Are you here there? Are you here, Kevin? I do not hear Kevin, Tom, so I guess he isn't in here tonight, although I think he does have 432, but that's not his strong suit.
Yeah, well, I've seen him. He's in my log on 432, and I don't usually work him till after you do. So he must have checked in on here, but we'll just have to wait and see. Very good. I'll let you get on with it. Sounds like you've got a mob pounding at the door there. K6MYC, KW6S.
Well, we had one of the other local fellows check in Corsko that isn't hearing you, and he got called by some other fellows that aren't hearing you either. Kerry, go ahead and say hello to Dave up there, and then shoot it over to Ken and anybody else that wants to say hello to Dave. K6VBG, we've got your 971. Go ahead, Kerry.
Roger. Thanks for that, Mike. I hadn't talked to Dave. It's been over a year. But how you doing there, Dave?
Well, I'm getting by, Kerry. I'm still sucking down oxygen, just trying to get better. And good evening, Tom, up there now that my antenna's pointed at you.
Your power differential may not let Tom hear you. Tom, are you hearing anything from BBG?
Yeah, actually, quite good. Kind of surprised me there all of a sudden.
Well, he rotated the antenna toward you. That was why. It always helps to point at somebody. Go ahead, you guys have a quick one, and then shoot it back and let Ken have a quickie at it. And maybe Rob can hear you as well, and anybody else. We got Mike here. AJ is in here as well. You talked to him already. I think we had him in here. So go ahead with Dave. Dave, make a transmission and shoot it back to Tom. K6BBG in the group, K6MYC.
Oh, I just really wanted to say hi to Tom. I haven't talked to him, I talked to him a couple weeks ago, I guess. How you been, Tom?
I'm doing good, yeah. Boy, you're coming in here real good tonight. And so no flutter on you. Everybody else had a little bit of flutter. But you and Mike are pretty clear. Good to hear you're kicking around there. K6VVG, KW6S.
KW6S, K6VVG. Yeah, I'm on the correct side of the earth, let's put it that way, for the time being. Anyway, hey, Kelly, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Dave. Glad to hear you're still sucking air. That's a good thing. And it's been a while, so good to hear from you. Good to hear things are going good.
Yeah, I'm just kind of, I can't do a whole lot, and I'm just kind of giving the radio a break for a little bit, and we're trying to work on some other close-in projects. And, like right now I'm setting up a laser printer, laser cutter engraver. That's fun.
Yeah, roger that. Okay, well, again, good to hear you. And keep in touch, and you get down this way, maybe we can do another eyeball QSO. It's been a while.
Hi, Roger. Sounds like a plan. Go ahead, Mike.
Much over to you, Ken, if you want to go ahead. Ken's got a bunch of people in the house. They had a club meeting or a business meeting from the Fresno Club, so he may be in the background there. One more try for Ken, and then Rob, are you copying Tom over there? Where'd Rob go? Rob must be downstairs caring for the wife. Okay. Ken, WA60YB, one more try, or we'll give it away and go on up into the Bay Area with Tom there. WA60YB in the group, K6MYC. Okay, they're probably finishing up there, Tom. 7-3, we'll see you Sunday night. Have a good weekend. I think it's supposed to get really nice here on Sunday. We're expecting a very nice day Sunday. It's iffy between now and then, however. Tomorrow I'm going to be in town, hopefully getting some training on how to use my cell phone for voice control and voiceover. So that'll be a challenge for us. 7-3, KW6 Sugar, K6MYC.
Very good, Mike. Yeah, K6MYC, KW6S. Good night.
Good night, Tom. Any last call for Lee, AF6 United. Did you wander to the shack yet, Lee? Nothing heard from Lee. Okay, right up into the Bay Area then. Here we go to the Bay Area. K6MYC Bozo Net, Bay Area.
KD6S, okay?
Yeah, big signal, Fred. KD6S, okay. How are you doing? Give Judy your number and tell us how your weather was today, over.
You bet. Hey, good evening, Judy. Number here is 507, and it was raining on and off all day long. Not very heavy, kind of a drizzly kind of a rain. It was heavier in the morning, and then right now it's kind of drizzling. And so far in my rain gauge, I've got 1 3/4 of an inch of water in the rain gauge over the last couple days. So it's starting to add up. And it's foggy out there, and it's warm outside. It's actually not that cold. It's kind of like, it's the Pineapple Express, right?
Yeah, it's kind of what we had here. The low temperature was 50-something, and the high was 60, about a 10-degree swing. So it's quite mellow, and this rain, it is a Pineapple Express, that said, so we expected it would be a little warm. I mean, it's not 70, 80 degrees by any means, but it certainly isn't cold out there. Anyway, good to hear you. Booming signal over this way, Fred. And maybe let's see if Paul is in there. Paul may be able to hear you. I'll give you a quick report. KW6S, that's not right. K6 Whiskey India Sugar. K6WIS. Are you here, Paul?
Yes, Mike. Good evening. K6MYC in the group. K6WIS. I'm copying you 5x4, 5x4. How me? Over.
Oh, very good copy. Not real strong, but plenty good. And I'm not. I didn't even try to peek on you. So very nice conditions. You're on 432, quite stable. Give Judy your Bozo number and tell me if you had any other relays there. Over.
Yeah, good evening, Judy. The number here is 637. No relays, but I could not hear Fred, KD6SOK. I just heard a slight voice in there, but I could only follow him on the YouTube streaming. Over.
Okay, well, he's probably pointed down this way. That booming signal down that. Well, some nights you have them and some nights you don't. I never can figure out when you guys have propagation. Back to you, Fred, for your final, and then we'll see who else is in here. And good evening to you, Paul. Thanks. We missed you last night, Paul. And we missed you on 1296 too, as I recall. I don't think we had you that night. Although maybe we did. It was pretty poor when we got up that way on 1296. Everybody was one word here and one word there. Anyway, back to you, Fred. KD6SOK, K6MYC in the group.
Oh, very fine, Mike. Yeah, I can't hear Paul, but I could hear Tom tonight in Santa Cruz, which I normally don't hear because, I'm fixed. I'm just pointed down south. So I'm not pointed. If I point at Santa Cruz, he's booming in here, and if I point at Paul, he's booming here. The antenna, 17 elements. It's kind of pretty narrow, but it works well. But I did hear Tom tonight, which is interesting because normally I don't hear him, and I think it's probably because of the rain.
Yeah, who knows? You do get some weird openings every now and then when you get a lot of wet dirt. The signal knife edge is funny, and it gets places you wouldn't expect it would go. All right, 7-3 is Fred, and maybe if your rain quiets down the power line noise and all the noise in your area, you can check in on 2 meters. You might check it Sunday night and see if it's usable. 7-3, KD6SOK, Cupertino, K6MYC, Bozo Net, 432. Okay, who else in the Bay Area, please? K6MYC. I think I'm hearing a little something. Keep calling. I'll see if I can find you. I heard a little tinge of a voice in there. Try again, try again.
W6, CQL.
Well, that's nice and strong. And how's your wife doing?
Oh, she's doing fine. She's not. Let me turn the live stream off here. It's distracting me. I can't hear myself coming back through there, and it's, what happened. Anyway, yeah. Better than she did yesterday. Of course, she just came home from the hospital yesterday, but all's well. Thank you for asking, and hope the same is true on your end. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Okay, very good. And so basically what you're saying is her strength is coming back and her blood count's coming up and she's recovering. Is that it?
Yeah, her blood count came up when she got the transfusion, but she's got another appointment with her doctor on the 10th, I think. So they'll check it again there and make sure that it's staying up.
Yeah, okay. Well, I was talking to our friend up there. You've talked to him before, K7VO. And he came back from Puerto Vallarta with a terrible virus. But I was mentioning this thing with quite a few of the ladies that we've talked to lately. About 3 people that we know all had this funny bleeding internally thing. And I indicated to him that it was your wife had the same thing. Got very, very weak, and he was quite familiar with it up there. I guess they're seeing that some as well up that way in the Seattle area. Anyway, hopefully she continues to be on the mend and it doesn't happen again. Anyway, Rob's wife just got back from the hospital today, but we don't know what she was in for. I don't think it was that condition. It was some other, a minor operation, because she was in and out the same day, so it had to be minor. But we don't know what it is, and she didn't want to disclose, so that's no problem. But Rob's kind of taking care of her a bit tonight. He's been in here, but he's been intermittent in here. Let's see who else is in here, Jim, and you might keep an ear out for Mike. We haven't heard Mike now for a week or so. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. KB6 WFC. Mike, are you there? K6MYC. No Mike. Anybody else? WA6AXX, WB6, QI, WB6, WI. Oh, for heaven's sake, I forgot Gary's call sign. That's terrible. Russ was in here last night, K6KLY, but I haven't heard him yet this evening. Who else in the Bay Area wants to make themselves heard? K6MYC and the Bozo Net.
Come on back a little bit with the antenna over to WB6J, and he was calling you in there.
I didn't hear him at all. But Jim, give me another call. I'll bump it back that way a little bit. That should be more close to you. WB6JNN, booming last night, K6MYC.
Anything, Mikey?
Well, he didn't stay on long enough for me to optimize the antenna. I heard one word. Give me a little longer chatter, Jim. I think I can get you, but I got to get right on you to hear you. Over.
Go ahead, Jim. Call him again.
I could hear a tinge of a voice, but that's it. Terrible conditions to Jim tonight. Last night it was funny because he was more than almost as strong as you are and more stable than your signals. So it was a weird night last night on 2 meters, but tonight it's terrible. Anyway, good evening, Jim. Good evening to you. We've got you checked in. I'm sure you're copying me very poorly. I'm hearing you a little bit there. But, boy, something doesn't sound right. I don't know whether it's band conditions or something isn't turned. But way down from what we normally hear from you on 432. Thanks for trying, Jim. WB6JNN, K6MYC, Bozo Net.
Okay, Mikey. Jim reports that you're very weak at his location also. So he's thanking you for checking him in 73.
Okay. And let's see. You want to make one call, Jim? See if you can raise anybody like Mike or Jimmy over there.
Well, you're good and strong here. I'm sure they would hear you. But anybody else hearing Mike? W6PQL. Nada.
Okay, just the two of you in the Bay Area. Boy, that's pretty bad. We've got four people in the in the course gold here. Gee whiz. That's terrible. Okay, Jim, have a good weekend. Hopefully you're continuing to mend in the back department, and hopefully the XYL feels much better and gets your strength back very quickly over the weekend there. See you Sunday night. W6PQL, K6MYC, will be clear.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, my back's normal now, so I'm good. Thanks.
Oh, very good. Okay. One last call. Anybody else? I don't even hear 177 here tonight. Who is it? I heard that one, but you're too quick for me. Give it a longer call, and I'll see if I can find you. K6MYC, Bozo Net, over. call. I heard a voice. I heard you say something, but you got to give me more than that to work with here so I can find you. QRZ, Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee, Charlie, Bozo Net, 432 North Bay area. Can anybody else copy that station? How about you, Jim?
Yeah, I got a KD6 Victor something Lima. Over.
KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, would it be?
Double.
Is it KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima? Is that it? Over.
Mike, it's 1179.
1179, thank you. He said he just checked in for the first time last night on 2 meters, Ken. And I thought that's who that was, but I couldn't remember the number, 1179. And I think it's John. So tell John we hear him, but he's not real strong on this bend. He had a fairly decent signal, but he was weaker than I thought he should be. Maybe he's got a bad QTH for me. We may have just a heel or a knife edge situation between. He's in Modesto, Ken. N6 Radio Oscar, and give Judy your number, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC, N6 RO, Bozo 835. Dinner was leftover rotini, and we had 4/10 of an inch of rain, and it's my usual. Too many things going on Thursday night, so I got to buzz off to a Zoom meeting. Anything else I can do?
Well, no, just tell John that we got him. Tell him he's logged in, and we'll look for him. Tell him we'll look for him on 2 meters on a Sunday night. On 2 meters Sunday night, Ken, over.
Yeah, okay. John, did you copy, Mike?
No, Roger. Yeah, I copied Mike.
Okay, right. Good, John. I'm copying you fine. We're pretty close. I'm in Oakley. Mike, he'll see you on Sunday night.
Yes, and I copied part of that. John, you were better that time. I didn't realize. I moved the antenna further to the north, and you came up out of the noise, and you would be, I would say, readability 3. I could get enough from you to make a call sign and get a report, so it was Q3, and it could make a contact from you. So it's better than I thought it was when I first heard you, but not very good. So maybe on Sunday night you can tell me what you were using here on the band on 432 and how much power you have. I'm running 800 watts, and I have a pair of XP40s. They're cross-polarized 40-element Yagis. They're 40 elements horizontal, 40 elements vertical. And I think if you're vertical, if you can tell, Ken, ask him if he's vertical by chance. Over.
I think he said he's using a loop. John, what's the orientation or polarity of your loop? Horizontal 50 watts, Mike.
I heard him say horizontal M² loop, so we're getting partial copy. That's not a bad signal considering the loop. It's the 17 element on 2 meters was not up to par based on the comparison, because you're not that much weaker here than you were on 2 meters. You were Q5 on 2, but not as good as you should have been. So, and you heard enough about that. So maybe it's a feed line loss situation on 2 meters or something. If the antenna's got a good VSWR, then it might be a feed line loss issue. Anyway, thank you, John. Thank you, Ken, for your relay. I know you got busy stuff going on Thursday night there. And we just had leftovers tonight, but it was very good. Judy whipped up something here. Matt was late tonight. He hasn't made it home yet. Oh, is he home now? Okay. So there you are, 7-3, guys. See you later. Ken, catch you Sunday night. Have a good weekend, and hopefully you're pretty much over your stuff there. N6RO in the group, K6MYC.
Yeah, pretty much over it. It sort of comes in waves, but it's been generally okay. We're getting set for the WPX or TTY contest, multi this weekend. So I should have a voice by Sunday night.
Yeah, you won't have to be saying in a QRZ contest. All right, take care. N6RO, K6MYC, good luck on that. And we'll probably see your spike along with 4,000 others making a big bump in the band down the ways.
Roger that. 99.
7-3. I hear you, Dennis, 86, and we'll come up your way. There we go. That should be closer. Give me a little more chatter, and I'll try to peek on you, Dennis. WB6ISO, K6MYC, over.
Very pleasant good evening, K6MYC from WB6. Very, very pleasant good evening in a rainy, kind of windy Linda. Hello, Judy, if you're there. Let's see, I'll give you a report here. Mike, you're 5.9 plus. I don't know how much plus it is. I don't like this radio because it has that graph bar. I don't like graph bar. But anyway, you're 5.9 plus, over.
Okay, well, you're doing good. I got peeked on you now, finally. And do you have any other check-ins there, Dennis?
No, sir, I didn't get any other check-in. I said listening to you and enjoying what you were doing there and got so enthused I didn't even look for anybody else, so I did not get anybody else checked in. Are you getting any rain down there now?
Rain stopped about 4 o'clock this afternoon. We had rain from about 10 o'clock. Pretty constant, but very light drizzle the whole day up until about 4 o'clock, but nothing.
Start now.
Huh?
It's due to start now.
Oh, it's due to start now again. Okay, Judy says we're supposed to get rain overnight, but I haven't seen it yet. Go ahead.
Oh, good. Well, I know the other guys on the check-in on the 2 meters, you didn't get any rain down there as of yet, so I'm glad you started to get a little bit of rain down there. I know you could use it. All right, very pleasant good evening to you. Take care and stay warm, and hello, Judy.
Judy says hi.
Hi.
There you are. Hi. All right, very good, Dennis. Thanks for checking in here. Pretty watery and fluttery, but good strong signal. Just watery and fluttery. Not a very good path. Let's see if we can hear Bill or KJ6KFB, the one. How about it, guys? K6MYC, Bozo Net. 6KD, Bill. Dennis, are you hearing anybody?
No, I'm not hearing anybody at all. It's very, very quiet here this evening there, Mike.
Yeah, that's strange. I did talk to Bill this morning. He was okay. I thought I heard a little tiny voice way down in there, but it might have been my imagination. Let's take one more standby. I'll move the antenna a little bit forward. We should have John in here, KR6MR. Let me go up and see if I can get John. KR6 Mexico Romeo, KR6MR, K6MYC. How about now, John?
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Now I can hear you. You were really far out on the edge. Yeah, okay. K6MYC in the group. KR6MR, Bozo 759. And Bill does not have capabilities on 432. Over.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting. Well, I had given him a challenge. To see if he could find a piece of junk cable and just run a line separately all the way, bypassing all of his 9700 wiring and all the rest of that, and pick up the cable somewhere where it goes out to the roof and to the antenna, and go right directly to the back of the 857, which I think he's got that, and just unscrew the connector that's on there for something else, and and give us a call, but apparently he couldn't find the cable or didn't want to go through the mess. So anyway, thank you, John. We got your 759, and I didn't hear Darren in there either. Darren's got 20 watts. Normally I can hear him. So can you tell me whether you've heard anything from Darren, John, over?
Nope, I have not heard anything from Darren either. Bill isn't really too happy unplugging and plugging car cables in right now.
I'm sorry, too much flutter. You want to say that again?
Yeah, Bill doesn't want to change cables and pull cables out. He just, I think he's a little lazy.
Roger. Yeah, I just thought he could find something, just lay it on the floor and bypass everything. Not get into the back end of the other radio at all, but maybe he couldn't even do that easily. Anyway.
Well, I heard him, I was talking to him. He was talking about he's got 10 switches to move cables around. He must have a real spaghetti factory up there.
Yeah, I usually can go right to the source where the cable comes in from outside. I usually have a connector somewhere in that area that I could just grab and bypass everything in the shack and go right to. I could put a 9700 or a FT100 on the bench here, and I could talk to you on 2 meters at the same time we're talking here on 432. Just bypass everything in the shack. Go right to the wall where the 2 meter antenna comes in. And bypass the apps and all the rest of that. But that's my station, and I try to leave it flexible and have that flexibility in case I have to panic and get something on the air quickly. Anyway, to each his own, and we'll catch him on Sunday night, I'm sure, and probably tomorrow morning well, I won't catch him tomorrow. I told him I wouldn't be on until Saturday because we've got an appointment downtown at 9:30, so I'm probably not going to be here at 8:30. To chat with him. We'll be leaving the house right around that time or a little bit later. So there you go. 7-3, John. We'll spin the antenna back one more time for Darren, and then we'll go up to the Nevada area. KR6MR, K6MYC, Bozo Net, Sacramento area.
Okay, 73's Mike, KR6MR.
Thank you very much again for holding up your end of the bargain here. Let's see, Darren. Come back to you a little bit here. See if I can hear you, Darren. KJ6KFB, KJ6KFB, are you in there anywhere? K6MYC, over. Okay, nothing heard. All right, we're going to Nevada. Here we go. Going up to Nevada. There's Nevada. And let's see if I can hear CW from KD6BQ. KD6BQ, K6MYC, over. Roger. Got your 249, Richard. We got your 249. Roger. KD6BQ. Very weak, but pretty steady, CW. Copied the number a couple of 3 times there. Thanks very much for being there, Richard, but it may have to come up a little bit before we're hearing any sideband from you. Let me go over and see if I can get any copy from Daniel. But we've got you checked in. 249 is all okay. How about you, Daniel? KE7UQL? KE7UQL, K6MYC, calling and listening. Okay. Nothing heard from Daniel here. KE7UQL. I know he's got 432. KE7UQL, KE7UQL, K6MYC, and the Bozo Net. Calling and listening, Daniel. How about Larry, N7 Whiskey Tango? N7WT. Larry, where are you? How about K7SUN in Fallon, Nevada? Surprised me, Stan. Surprised me. K7SUN, K6MYC. Over. Yep, nobody's surprising me. Okay. I guess you're the only one, Richard. I guess you're all alone up there tonight. 7-3, Richard, and we'll see you Sunday night. 73, and we'll see you Sunday night, Richard. KD6BQ, K6MYC, 7-3. Roger, 7-3, 7-3. Thank you again, Richard. Thank you, 7-3. Okay, back to Sacramento. Let's see if we can hear anything from... Let's see if we can get anything out of Darren here. Coming down your way, Darren. Something like that. KJ6KFB, last call. KJ6 Kilo, Foxtrot Bravo, last call. K6MYC. Hearing nothing. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the Bay Area for late checks and missed, and then we're all done here. So, Rob, are you back in the shack?
KM6SR.
Yeah. We called you once or twice there earlier, but I guess you were down taking care of Candy.
Yeah, you were asking if I wanted to talk to Dave or to Tom over there. Yeah, I heard Tom in the end there pretty loud when he aimed towards Dave, so that was good. But, yeah, I've got my duties.
Yes, sir. Okay. Well, I'm back into the Bay Area here.
I may have missed one after Dave, and one that Ken N6RO was helping you listen to, John.
Okay. I'm pointed right at the Bay Area, so let's see if anybody else wants to show up. WB6WNI. How about you, Gary? WB6WNI. Over. Okay, no Gary. AB6SR. AD6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. K6KLY or WA6AXX. Anybody? Okay. That's it, I guess. '73 is all. I think Aaron's somewhere. He's handling the stream, but I don't know where he is. Aaron, if you're readable or can talk, 73s, and we'll stand by for you. Otherwise, I'll give it to Rob. How many do we have, Judy? Judy's going to count. 25? Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good run tonight on 432. K6USY in the group, K6MYC. Now, he's probably left Ken's place. He's on the road somewhere. Over to you, Rob.
Okay, Mike. I've only got 20, so I need 5 more, I guess. What did you have after Dave, K6VBG 971?
Well, we got W6PQL. We got 1296. We got, yeah, I got it. 507. 1296, 285, and 637.
Okay. And who was the John that Ken was helping you listen to?
AD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, the gentleman that got the new number last night, 1179.
Okay. Well, that's two more. I'm still missing three. I wonder what the deal is.
Well, let's go right back to the beginning here. Well, you were here at the beginning, weren't you?
Yeah. I made it all the way up through Marcus and Aaron and Ken over at Ken's place.
I'm going to let Judy read off 5 at a time, okay?
I heard 756. Is that Darren up there in Sacramento?
I did not get Darren. I did not get Bill. We only got KR6MR.
I just heard Darren give out his number, 756.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll write Darren in there. Thank you. I'm not pointed that way anymore.
What's Darren's call sign?
KJ6KFB. Go ahead and call him. I'm rotating now as we speak. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay. Hey, Darren, thanks for being in there. 756 KJ6 KFB. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo, Barefoot. Thanks. Must have been a peak. I don't know. I'm not hearing him anymore. Mike's coming your way if you hear me. Mike is rotating your way. Over.
Yeah, it should be up that way now. KJ6KFB. KJ6KFB, it should be somewhere in this heading, Darren. KJ6KFB, we heard your number somewhere. K6MYC, over.
Oh, yeah, there you go, Mike. Good news, man. I thought I'd check in. I've been busy in the house and popped out. I heard voices from the car, so I keyed up and just threw a number, hoping I get a relay.
Yeah, well, you're not doing too bad for 20 watts. It's almost Q5. Good evening to you, and we were spun over by you a couple of times, but we didn't hear you, but got you now, 756. Thanks very much for your check-in. Bill did not check in, of course, as he did not want to rewire the station to put the 857 on, over.
Yeah, that has taken quite a bit of time. Hopefully he gets a price to get his current 9700 repaired, and that gets done and shipped back.
I didn't get the question at the end, over.
I was just saying, I hope Bill gets his bid or his invoice for how much he wants to spend on repairing his 9700, and they get it back to him.
Okay, sorry.
Back to him.
Yeah. Anyway, I know he just didn't want to do the rewiring. I told him to jumper around everything, but apparently he couldn't find a connection to do that there, or a piece of cable, one or the other. Thanks, Darren. Judy listened and I listened. We had clear copy, but the signal's going up and down. It's got a funny QSB on it. So one word is strong, the next word is weak, and it makes it very difficult for old people's ears to catch it. So we just didn't copy much of it. We're getting bits and pieces, but nothing for sure. 7-3 for now, and thanks again for being there. KJ6KFB, K6MYC.
Very good, Mike. Very good. I know it's a rough copy tonight. The band keeps bouncing up and down. 1 minute you're just taking the needle all the way across, and the next minute it's down to nothing. So I understand. Kilo Philly, 6 Kilo Foxtrot Fox. Bravo. There we go. We'll get it out.
Got it, and that was Q5, the whole transmission with this rapid fuller fade. With enough margin, if you had 100 watts, it wouldn't be any problem. Because the fading, I wouldn't even notice the fading. But you're hopping up and down, and when you go up 6 dB and then down 6 or 8 dB, you get right into the noise for a word, and then you come back out of it again. so it makes it difficult. But that one was Q5. You were out of the noise enough. You never got into the noise with your words. 7-3. Thanks again, Darren K6MYC. Bye-bye for now. Have a good weekend. I know. Bye-bye. Okay, now let's see. Where are you now? You got 26 now,
26.
How many?
26.
26, okay. And you got how many, Rob?
23, so I'm missing 3.
Now, let's go back. We had, let's go.
Shall I start at 610?
Yeah, how about Larry, 695? Start there. I got the 3 guys from the board meeting there, 226, 1079, and 1091. If you want to start after them, that'd be great.
Okay, here, after 1095 is 695, 610, 971, 507, 637, 1296, 285, 1179, check.
Okay, got him. Go ahead.
635, 835, 86, 759, 249, and last one 756. Over.
Okay, I think I found him there. Yeah, I didn't have 635 or 86 in there.
Oh, 86 is Dennis. Who's the other one?
635. Todd.
We don't have a Todd.
Was that a relay from Dennis or something?
No. I don't know who 635 is. Can you look him up quickly? I don't think it's real. I don't remember that one.
Well, my mouse quit working. Hang on. Yeah, 635 is Todd from Lakewood, KK6 FHA.
Yeah, I know that was nobody in here tonight. I don't know where that number came from. So we're 25. You picked up one and we took off one. We're only one apart.
No, I picked up a couple here. Hang on. Yeah, I've got 24 now.
Yeah, Judy wrote in, Brittany, and she wasn't here tonight, so when she saw 1079, she automatically wrote 1100 in, but that's where it was extra. We didn't put her in because he wasn't even in the shack tonight.
Yep, roger on that. I heard him.
Okay. So we're both at 24 then. Very good.
Okay, I'll get this submitted in there, and I don't know if he's listening or not. I thank him for sending me the rest of the list from last night. So I'll get the 2 logs put up on the IO net and over to you guys.
Okay, thank you, and say hi to Candy.
Okay, Judy, will do. Thank you. K6MYC, KM6SR. 73, guys.
Okay, 7-3. Anybody else for any final comments? K6MYC, Clearbit monitoring.
WB6JNP.
Oh, there's one. Now we're back to 25 again. Damn it. We just got all sorted out here. Good evening, Dane. WB6JNP. How are you?
I'm fine. We just got in from Fresno, so a little late, but you're not going to go to the dog.
Yeah, okay, good. Well, better late than never. We didn't hear from Dan. I did mention him. I thought maybe it would burn his ears, but he didn't came in anyway. I know. Huh? 107. Yeah, and so there you go. Just came in from Fresno. Did you have to drive through any rain?
Off and on.
Off and on, yep. Okay, well, we had a pretty good run tonight. The only place where the band was flaky was up toward Sacramento, and that's not unusual. I could be really good in the Bay Area, although there's one station, Jim, WB6JNN, on the eastern part of San Jose. He's up on east of the freeway, east of Highway 101, backed up against the hills there. And sometimes he's good in here. Like last night, he was bodacious on 2/8ers. Tonight, he was just barely detectable on 432, which is just weird.
Well, that's RF for you. It's all that, it's the science of it.
That's the science of weak signal propagation and all the features of it. Jim wasn't very strong either. The other Jim, W6PQL, he was kind of watery and fluttery and never got real potent either. But everybody else was okay. Fred in Cupertino was roaring in here on 432. He had no flutter, no fading, no nothing. So it was funny. But the further you went north into the Bay Area, the worse it got. And we got a fellow that checked in last night for the first time. He got a brand new number of 1179. He's in Modesto and checked in for the first time last night. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, and he was kind of weak on 2/8ers. He was readable, but for 50 watts and a 17-element Yagi at 30 feet, he should have been blowing me out here. But there might be something in the way or a knife edge thing or something. Anyway, he came in here on 432, by golly, and at one point in time, I almost had Q5 copy on him with just 25 watts and a smaller antenna. I don't know exactly what he had. But that was good to hear him. When you get newbies in here 2 days in a row, that's always remarkable. Over.
Oh, tell me about it. It's all the new people that are, finding out about weak signal work. And, it's really kind of fascinating. I was going through the piles of stuff that I've accumulated, and I came up with an idea. I ended up... somebody gave me a bunch of all things, sideband CB rigs. And I thought, okay, well, these will convert to 10. And then I've got a couple transverters to go from 10 up to 432. And I thought, okay, well, I can get one of those going. And then I've also got another transverter to go from 432 up to, I think it's 2304. So just, tons of projects, but then I've got other stuff that needs to get done first.
Oh, yeah, sure you do. No, those are way more important.
Yeah, well, I like the idea of using the sideband CW or CB rigs because they convert to 10. Matter of fact, a lot of the manufacturers did that anyway. So that gives me a good solid base, and I don't tie up one of the other radios.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a good way to do transverters, for sure, if you have those radios. Very good. The other one you need to get on is 222. 222 is quite active, although we've had a kind of a loss of checkers, check-ins. because a few people getting sick, few people just didn't feel it was worth the effort to get on 222, and they sold their equipment. And that was the local guys here, a couple of local guys in the Bay Area, in the San Joaquin area, and then we've had a few deaths, people just passing away that were real avid 222 people. So that's the shortest band we've got. We're only getting 12 to 15 check-ins here. 25 tonight on 432, and we're I think we had 18, 19 on 1296. So even 1296 is doing better than 222. That's probably because of all the 9700s. And the 222 band makes almost everybody have to have a transverter of one kind or another.
Well, I've got a transverter. A matter of fact, I've got the 736 from you, and that's got a 222 module in it. Yet another one I have to get running. I've got that, but then I've got my little 817, which is like a backpacker's radio, and it was modified for a project that's Hughes, so it basically is a DC to light radio. So what I wanted to do was take a 220 or 222 transverter and then feed it, change the LO in it, put it over at 200, and then basically feed it at 20 megs or whatever, and then it would be a direct read. Just stick a 2 in front of the number on the dial, and I thought that would be a great idea. But again, yet another project that has to be done.
Well, yeah, don't want to wait too long before you lose some skill, whether it's eyesight or memory or soldering or whatever. As we get older, sometimes these skills that allow us to do those projects go away. I can vouch for that personally. Over.
Yeah, me too. We used to have to be certified in soldering, and the instructor, since I was the instructor in avionics, he knew me quite well. He used my classroom, and he used to always remark, he goes, "Gee, this looks like something I did." And I go, "No, it was just me." But as my eyesight started to get a little strange, this is before cataract surgery, I ended up having to use magnifying glasses, extra light, the whole thing. So, it's like those skills, and, those are the ones you try to keep going. But, all in time.
Okay. Yeah, boy, my soldering skills are really terrible because I have the 1 inch or ½ inch offset. So I put the soldering iron over here, put the solder over there, and then somehow the soldering iron doesn't melt the solder, and I'm not on the joint either. Over.
Yeah, but it looks good the way you see it in your eyes.
Well, if I could see it, yeah. Anyway, all right. I think I'll get out of here. Judy has promised to, if I walk in the other room, she's got a cookie and some ice cream waiting. So it's luring me away, Dayton. Can't imagine why, huh? WB6JNP, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, and good evening, Judy. WB6JNP 107. Yeah, the whole thing with ice cream, I'm sort of waiting for spring to come about in our blackberry bush, which runs amok, to develop more blackberries, and I can end up back in the days of making blackberry ice cream.
Oh, that sounds good. I love ice cream with berries, that kind of stuff. Blackberries and well, even raspberries, but blackberries are the best. They got the little crunchy seeds in them. Ooh, good stuff.
Yeah, and I don't take out the seeds. I figure, that's why all those different companies made dental floss.
Yeah, well, I think you need the seeds. They're good for you. And either whether you crunch them or they just go through and scrape the inside of your bowels. Either way, they're useful.
Well, there was a thing, somebody posted a thing a while back on some bush that grows up here, and they said, oh, you've got to take these out because the berries contain cyanide and the birds will die and all that. And I thought, yeah, a lot of seeds contain cyanide. And that was one of the things years ago. I forget what the drug was, but you would go to Mexico, and it was a cure for cancer, and it was made with peach pits. And a friend of mine in New Zealand, he would eat apples, but when he ate an apple, he ate the seeds and everything. And, you know, even though his mother came down with cancer, he never did.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. The seeds can cause cancer or can eliminate it?
It's like chemotherapy. Chemotherapy basically is poison, and in this case, seeds contain cyanide, and in small quantities, it doesn't harm you. But the thinking is that in small quantities, it helps kill off the fast-growing cells, and that's what cancer is.
Yeah, okay. I get it. I understand. Poison is there's all the poisons and all the bad things are also good if you don't overuse them. It's mostly hardly anything. Even snake venom and all the rest of it's usable if it's put in you in the right quantity at the right time. Okay, good news, good stuff. Thanks, Dane. And I'll be waiting for an invite to come up and sample some of your blackberry ice cream next summer. 73 WB6JNP K6MYC.
Look at it this way, Mike. I'll deliver it. I'll make you up a nice thing of it for you and Judy and bring it down. I'll make sure it's got all the little pits and all that. So, you know, we have something else to do in our spare time, floss our teeth. Anyway, 73s, we'll catch you guys later. K6MYC, WB6JNP 107 course goal.
Yeah, they do have a way of squeezing between. I've got one side on the upper right-hand side of my jaw. All the teeth in there are just really a good lunchbox. Seems like they squeeze apart just right, and there's some little hooks or something in there. I don't know why that is, but just that one area always gets all my leftover dinner in it. And probably the seeds as well. All right, bud, 7-3. Take care. We'll see you Sunday night, if not sooner. WB6JNP, K6MYC, Central California, Delta Mike 07.
Good night, Mike.
Night.